What it do, what it do, what it do. This is your boy, KQKC Boxing Network. And this is another edition of Boxing Updates. That's right. Now, first of all, smash that like button. Make sure you share this video. And also, I come on Monday through Saturday. And that's 12:30 p.m. Central Time. Go ahead and subscribe. I need you to subscribe. Show your love for the singing OG. Now, let's get into this video. And this is another edition of Boxing Updates, as I explained. Edgar Berlanga will be suspended by the YNSAC. That is the New York State Athletic Commission. Now, Edgar Berlanga is expected to be suspended by this Friday. And that's for the attempted bite of the super middleweight opponent, Alexis Angulo, that happened last Saturday at the Madison Square Garden in New York. Now, ESPN is reporting the news of Berlanga's likely suspension for his fight against the 38-year-old Angulo. Angulo was 27-3 with 23 KOs. Now, your boy KQ, we discussed this, and yes, it's a mental lapse, I believe, in his whole game of boxing. He believes that he's a star. He believes he's better than what he actually is. And I don't think he has the moxie to go in there and do what he has to do. Now, you got some people believes that, oh, wow, we saw improvement. No, you might saw improvement in one aspect of his game. Well, what about improvement in the other aspects of his game? Somebody talk to me. Well, let's talk about it some more. There's no word on how long the suspension will be. He's only 25 years old. Berlanga is only 25. He has that mindset of a Mike Tyson, per se. Now, but it would have to be more than 4 months for it to have any real impact. For it to have any real impact, it got to be at least 6 months, in my opinion. Now, with Berlanga fighting twice a year, on average, a suspension won't do much, given that he's already fought twice in 2022. Now, let's go back to that mental relapse. That mental relapse means that you got 1 foot out the door and 1 foot in the door of boxing. Now, out the door means that, oh, you met a couple of famous people. I'm going to throw some things out there. Let's say some rappers or somebody famous, actor, whatever. And now you walking around, basically a contender, and you walking around with gold chains on, like you hellified fighter, like you undisputed or something, like you've been in the game for years and years. You need to turn around, son, and take a good look in the mirror. You need to turn around, son, and pretty much bring yourself back down to size. You better look in the mirror and understand that I have a lot of improvement to do. I might improve on one side of my game, but the other side is still fucking frozen. And by his ego, and yes, by him pretty much believing that he's greater than he is, his skills are frozen. That's because he's not putting in the work. That's because he's not in there being a gym rat. Oh, I'm sorry. Should I go on? Berlanga won the fight by a 10-round unanimous decision with these total scores of, now get this, 98-92, 99-91, and 99-91. However, many fans felt that Angulo deserved the win, and if not a victory, a draw. Now, many fans believe that he shouldn't have won that fight. He should have had at least, at best, a draw. Now, excuse me. Now, the scores, the three judges handed down, seemed way off from the fight that night. Berlanga was the A-side fighter, of course. Now, competing in his backyard of New York, where as the Colombian Angulo was the visiting fighter and the B-side, surprisingly, Berlanga wasn't penalized by the referee for his attempted bite in the 7th round, which some boxing fans couldn't understand. Now, Berlanga said afterwards that elbows had hit him, which led to the incident in the 7th round. Well, you tell the referee if he's elbowing you. Floyd did it for years, and his opponent complained for years. Now, of course, allow me to say this, and this is coming from none other than Mike Hoppenginger of ESPN, a member of the New York State Athletic Commission who requested immunity to speak on the matter because there isn't yet an official decision. He confirmed to ESPN that the incident is being reviewed. An official decision on the particulars of the discipline is suspected by this Friday, tomorrow. And that's from Mike Hoppenginger of ESPN. Now, this is Edgar Berlanga, and this is his so-called half-ass apology. I want to apologize for my actions and what I said yesterday about the Mike Tyson bite, and that's by Edgar Berlanga. And you know what he said? He said, I had to get my Mike Tyson on. First of all, you had a mouthpiece in your mouth, dummy. And number two, he did not, and I will quote, he did not break skin or take a chunk out. Not that he didn't try, but he just didn't. Sometimes I wonder about a lot of these fighters. I get it. You're good at what you do. You came from a broken home. You came from one single parent home. I get it. But you are responsible for yourself. It doesn't matter what situation you were born into. You got to make it the best way you can out of that situation. I have known doctors when I was at Roosevelt University. I had met paralegals that grew up in the projects on food stamps. No father, mother strung out, and they still got out, showed up, and showed out. So we all responsible for ourselves. Just keep that in mind. It don't matter where you were born at, or come from, or what circumstances. You can do and be anything you want to do and be, especially in this day and age. You could go to school and get a degree just about free. So I don't want to hear about this, Edgar Berlanga. I don't want to hear about, I'm sorry. No, you attempted to do it. You got caught. The referee didn't see it. He was on the other side. But we all saw it. Now, when I say shut your mouth and take your suspension like a man. Then, if you decide to come back, because it seems like you don't want to be there, then you need to horn in on your skills. If you need to get a new trainer, then get one. To my understanding, you just had a new trainer. So, again, he said, I was very surprised. It was a moment of frustration. You weren't surprised because you intended to do it. Now, frustration, you might be right. Now, and some things caused him to do it, said trainer Andre Rosario, to fight hype about Berlanga's attempted bite on Angulo in the 7th round. It's something that could have gotten him disqualified. You don't make mistakes like that. That wasn't a mistake. That was an intention, not a mistake. It was nothing to take lightly and joke about. Actually, if I were in the corner, I would have popped him upside the head and told him, don't you ever do that again. And of course, continue Rosario about Berlanga. I can only liken it to a moment of frustration, and hopefully he will never do it again. Maybe not that, but maybe something else stupid. He's young. His ego is blown up. He thinks he's better than what he is. So, most likely, it's a 60% chance, 62% chance that he will do it again. Now, of course, he uses his great jab and everything that he had during the fight. But he definitely performed in the necessary means for the opponent that he was facing, said Rosario about Berlanga. Now, he said he never do it again. I'm waiting on that day that he uses his great jab because he has, but he definitely performed in the necessary means for the opponent. Now, that's Andre Rosario. Now, please, all you amateur boxers, anyone that's listening that's a professional boxer, that's what the judges are there for. That's what the referee is there for. That's what the commission is there for. If you find yourself in a dilemma, or you find yourself frustrated, you got to take control of yourself. Don't allow anyone to push you to such lengths like this. This has been another edition of Boxing Updates, brought to you by none other than your boy, the singing OG, KQKC Boxing Network. Shout out to the almighty LDBC. Shout out to Black Medias Row. Shout out to New Medias Row. And shout out especially to my subscribers. I love you all. You all get me going every day. Today is 21 days straight, baby. And I do it because I love it. I do it because you all love it. I do it because we all get a chance to get together at least 2 hours out the day and chop it up about the sport of boxing. So with that, that's all I have. Now, keep in mind, watch the community page. I have some personal issues to take care of today, and I'm going to do my best to get back in time. but I should make it back in time. All right. So with that, I greet you with the ancient word of peace. Hamdu Allah. Assalamu alaikum. Insalaikum. Salam. Peace. I'm out of here.